Pepsi Prebiotic Cola in original and cherry vanilla. That Pepsi taste you love with no artificial sweeteners and 3 grams of prebiotic fiber. Pepsi Prebiotic Cola. Unbelievably Pepsi.
This episode is brought to you by State Farm. You know those friends who support your preference for podcasts over music on road trips? That's the energy State Farm brings to insurance. With over 19,000 local agents, they help you find the coverage that fits your needs, so you can spend less time worrying about insurance and more time enjoying the ride. Download the State Farm app or go online at statefarm.com. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
We gather here tonight to bring women back to their rightful place.
The Testaments, a new Hulu original series from the executive producers of The Handmaid's Tale.
It's easier to accept a story than believe that the people around you are monsters.
The battle isn't over.
There comes a time when you have to take action, when you have to choose your own destiny.
Never quite as it seems.
Watch the new Hulu original series, The Testaments, streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney Plus for bundle subscribers. Terms apply.
Katie, there's been so much on our schedule that has been picked by guests or based on anniversaries or based on theme months coming up. Like there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
But the other day I found myself remembering this band called Shaded Red, and specifically their album Red Revolution. And I thought, you know what? I just want to revisit the album. I hadn't listened to it in a while. I remember there being specifically 2 songs that I really, really loved on the record.
Okay.
So I was like, let's just revisit it. Let's see if Katie's ever heard of it, what Katie thinks about it. I know next to nothing about this band, and Wikipedia was not much help, honestly.
Yeah.
But what I did know was, I've talked about this before, that there was a local station that played mostly like church stuff, but at like 10 at night, they would do an hour of music videos that were all Christian music videos. And that's how I first heard of this band, was actually the opening track of this song, Revolution, had a music video. And I was like, oh, this song's fun enough. Like, I didn't hate it. And then I was at the local CD store and I saw the album and I kind of just bought it based on like sort of remembering enjoying that first song. And that was kind of the end of it for me for a while. And then as I was listening to it later in life, like, you know, you find it in a box of CDs and you're like, I never really dug into this album. I kind of walked away going, oh, this band actually could have probably been a band that crossed over into a little bit more mainstream success, because they're not like, I would not call them the most like overtly religious band we've ever talked about on this podcast, which is shocking for a band that has a song called When God Ran on the album. Like,
which was a little bit more blatant for sure. And like, there are some more blatant songs, but I will say that like towards the like latter half of this album, this is a very like almost Soundgarden like band.
Now you said that, and I was wondering if you meant like Audio Slave. I feel like Soundgarden is like in that grunge Nirvana vibe to me, where this is a little bit more.
They had a grunge-ish, like almost grungy song, and then I was just like, okay, where are we going here? We're getting extra grungy. Slow Suicide, their 7th song.
Okay. We're right around where I start to like this album too, but I did read a little bit about this band, and I was kind of shocked by the very little bit that I did read about them. So Shaded Red was a Christian alternative band from Denver. They were formed in 1993 by the brothers Jamie Roberts and Jonathan Roberts. Jamie Roberts was the lead vocalist and guitar player, while Jonathan played guitar, bass, trumpet, and piano. In 2017, they released their self-titled debut. Then on January 17th, 1989, on January 17th, 1998, the band was struck by tragedy when their van hit a patch of black ice when they were on their way home from a concert. Their drummer, Chris, was killed, and Jonathan was left with a shattered pelvis.
Oh, wow.
At the time, the band considered calling it quits, but decided to press on instead and release their second and final album, Red Revolution, While the album was a moderate success, the band broke up the following year. That is like all you can really find about this band. It also mentioned that the two brothers, Jonathan and Jamie, now live in Los Angeles. So I was like, oh, okay, it didn't say doing what, but I'm like, all right.
Interesting.
But I'm interested with that newfound information. I'm like, now I'm going to really listen to this album through the lens of like, these are people who just went through some shit.
Horse shit, yeah.
They went through some shit. But let's start with this opening track. I think that I like this a little bit more than you. I think this is as cringy as Christian cringe gets for you in some sense, with the song Revolution. I'll tell you why I like this, actually, right out the gate.
The trumpet.
It's because this sounds like a song by Cake.
Yes.
The guitar tone and the trumpet, it is very Cake-coded.
The lyrics, though, I'm like, it's pretty cocky.
Oh, I mean, what Christian song isn't, though, to a certain extent?
But it's so interesting going from song to song on this album in particular, because I'm like, what are they talking about? What are they going for here? And let me see if I can hear it.
I want to highlight one thing about this album while you're trying to find it. I think that the dual vocal harmonies throughout this album are fantastic.
They're pretty good. They're pretty good.
The highlights of this album are when both of these guys are singing and they have that like beautiful like in sync harmony.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Because the first couple of songs are fairly there it is. I will never say I'm sorry.
I will never say I'm wrong.
And I was like, okay, well that's a different version of humbling than I'm used to.
That's
and we're starting off strong with these lyrics too.
Yeah, no, I'm not disagreeing with you that the lyrics to the song are a little rough, but I am. As soon as I hit play, I'm like, this is why I was into this. This was almost like, oh, is this like Christian Cake? Like the guitar tone and the trumpet really set me in that direction.
No, absolutely.
Let's check out the second track, Hello. This one so you listened to the album right before we recorded. I haven't revisited the album. Okay. I know the songs that I love. And I'm kind of just like going in being like, all right, do I remember this one? I thought it would be a fun way to do it. Do I remember this song and what do I remember about it? Let's dive into Hello. Okay. A little bit more rockin'.
Yeah. Almost a punk vibe.
Yeah. Now, I don't remember if I was into this song or not, though. This one's not striking a memory for me. So I don't think that this was like a regular listen on my end. Oh, yep, no, I do actually remember that Hello.
There we go. Yeah.
Also, don't love the way he sings it.
Yeah, it's the like somewhat SoCal, like I'm not using my nasal cavity to say words. And
but as we know that he's from Denver.
I know. That's why I'm like, it feels put on a little bit, very performative.
Yeah,
but
there's definitely
I only had one question. I would only have one question for the song is, where exactly do you think your deity is?
All right, do you want to expand on that lyrically?
It's just like, I understand that they're like, I want to be with God, I'm assuming.
Okay. That makes sense. I have such a fun fact later on for you, by the way, that I just happened to stumble upon, but I can't spoil it just yet. All right. So there's one song that jumps out at me as like the song that I always loved on this. There's another song that right now, in this moment before I hit play, I cannot tell you how this song goes. But what I can tell you is that I always remembered that Innocence was my second favorite song on this album. So I'm very curious to see what happens when I hit play on this. Oh yeah, I used to love the music to this one. I love the sound of
The
this.
One Tree Hill is the.
Oh my god, it is though. It's very One Tree Hill. This is like a Gin Blossoms B-side.
100%.
It
100%.
actually sounds shockingly like One of Us by Joan Osborne.
That's honestly what it was. Yeah. But I want to know.
It's that dual vocal. I think that's what does it for me. Just the dual vocal doing this whole song. And I remember this chorus kind of slaps. Like, this was one where I was like, you called it though. You could put this song in One Tree Hill and it would have fit in perfectly and it would have done fantastic.
Which is what I feel like these songs from the Christian community were trying to go for in terms of like popularity, is being like very Christian-y, but like very much on the edge of like, what is this song really about? Could we fit this into CW hit teen television?
This is very, I mean, I would be shocked. We need to find out if this ever made it into an episode of like Touched by an Angel, because this feels like perfect for what I know of Touched by an Angel.
Yep. I mean, I did have one question on this one. Matt, what is your definition of innocence?
Obviously there's two different answers there. There's the court answer, right? Like, you did not commit the crime. But like, I don't know. To me, I think that innocence has been slightly easier for me to define now that I live with children, because I'm like, oh, all three of these kids have an innocence to them still. Like, okay, so prime example. This is my prime example of like what I define as innocence.
Okay.
So we've been experimenting with the oldest child watching more adult content. We watched Stranger Things with him. We even watched Haunting of Hill House. He really, really, really wanted to watch Umbrella Academy and Invincible. So we watched both of those shows.
Yeah.
So there's an episode of Invincible that has a lot of sex in it. And he obviously was aware of what was happening in the implication to a certain point. But then there was a scene where the main character, Mark, is about to have sex with his girlfriend, and she opens up a drawer and pulls out a box of condoms. And he said, "What are those? They look like crayons." And I said, "Yes, they're going to draw." And he said, "Okay." And that was the end of the conversation. And that, to me, is innocence in a nutshell. Yeah, like, he just was like, all right, I guess they're going to draw in this bedroom.
So to protect innocence, you have to lie.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes
I just find it I find it really interesting what Christian lyricists will claim as innocence, and then what it is to accomplish that innocence and to like maintain that, and like what does that involve, and while also the next song being labeled "Wait," I just find that so interesting.
Oh, are you trying to imply that maybe this band had a whole lot of focus on when you had sex?
Yep.
All right, well, let's see what "Wait" is about. This one I have no recollection of. I have never heard this guitar riff in my life.
I will say, this is about when I texted you and I was like, what did you send to me, Matt?
See, it's only one vocal. I'm not into it. What's this? Wow, this is the first song that I would say is objectively bad on this record.
I agree. I find this extra cringy and extra crunchy creepy. Okay, so the lyrics are, feel my heart,
give me the lyrics.
Feel my heart, it's ever bleeding. Through spear and thorns, I gave you pardon. Won't you take my hand and hold it as we fly away? Oh, wait a minute. This is Innocence. Sorry, that's the lyrics to Innocence. We are on wait.
Hey, I actually know those.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah.
On wait.
Okay, wait. It hurts me, love, to know you're dying. Why I must go when our hearts are flying. It grieves me, love, to ascend before you. My heart is yours, yet my stars are rising. But wait, I'll be back for you. But wait, I'll be back for you. I long for you to pull you close beside me. Though life does fade away, I still desire you, my love. For you, my whole life. This is so weird to hear it while it's playing.
This is really because you're giving me so.
No, I must go. I can't forget you. So wait, I'll be back for you.
So here's what's weird, right? This song is obviously about losing somebody.
Sure.
But the fact that he keeps saying my love, like if this was about their drummer who died in their bus accident, I'd be like, you know what? I don't like the song, but it's a sweet message. But like, I feel like they were like, well, we can't
feel right.
Yeah, it's like we can't possibly write a song about our bro who died, but what if it was our girlfriend who died? That's what if it's from Jesus's perspective?
I'm not really sure what perspective they're coming from, what position of the singer is being. I don't understand. This is why I'm a really big proponent for therapy, because therapy helps unravel a lot of different tangling knots. And I just feel like we're already starting off with like a lot of tangled knots at the beginning of this album. And we're going from a song entitled Innocence to a song entitled Wait, which I was like, okay, are we doing the whole like wait for marriage thing? No, we're talking straight out the gate about it hurts me, love, to know you're dying. Okay, what?
I get so many headaches every month.
It could be chronic migraine, 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more.
Botox, onabotulinum toxin A, prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine. It's not for those who have 14 or fewer headache days a month. Prescription Botox is injected by your doctor. Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Patients with these conditions before injection are at highest risk. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Allergic reactions can include rash, welts, asthma symptoms, and dizziness. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, including ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, myasthenia gravis, or Lambert-Eaton syndrome, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
Why wait? Ask your doctor. Visit BotoxChronicMigraine.com or call 1-800-44-BOTOX to learn more.
Lowe's has the brands pros trust to get the job done. You can now shop new Catalyst fencing solutions and save big when you do. 10% off when you buy in bulk. Plus, save $180 on a DeWalt 12-inch dual-bevel sliding compound miter saw. Now just $449. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 5/6 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
We're making an ad.
Napping ad.
I hear that Gary Sinise is free.
Oh, okay, great.
He hasn't worked since 2020.
So, what would be the script that we would have Gary Sinise say for the Napping Through Happy Hour podcast?
Listen to this damn show. Damn it.
The Napping Through Happy Hour podcast, brought to you by Geekscape.
Real life, real drama, real time.
I'm Gary Sinise.
That's the ad. That's the ad. That's the ad.
I'm very excited to talk about this next song, even though I couldn't tell you anything about this next song. When God Ran.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is a cover. What I'm excited to tell you about is the information I learned about who wrote this song, but let's play a little bit of it first.
That's why it was so familiar.
All right. Again, not the best. I would say this is already a little bit better than Wait, but like not by much.
Does this feel like a graduation song?
It very much feels like a graduate. This is when you graduate from Christian college. They don't play the Vitamin C song. They play Shaded Reds.
Like this.
When God Ran. So this song is written by Benny Hester.
Okay.
I don't know who Benny Hester is, but he had a hyperlink on Wiki, so I clicked into it just now. Benny Hester is best known for his songs When God Ran and No One Knows Me Like You, and also for producing the teen sketch comedy and dance TV series Roundhouse for Nickelodeon.
What?
So then, are you ready for this to get even more ridiculous?
No, but yeah.
Then I'm like, all right, let me see, just make sure that there's like nothing insidious here.
Yeah.
But I see he's got there's no like controversies thing. So I'm like, all right, but there is a personal life tab. Click into the personal life tab. It says Hester is married to producer Rita Hester, who with her ex-husband, Bobby Sheffield, created Roundhouse. So the implication that I'm getting here is that a married couple and this guy created a show together, and then these two got divorced and he married her instead, like almost like a workplace. I think there's a workplace love triangle behind the scenes of Roundhouse of all shows.
I am very interested to dig very deep into that. Like my researcher brain is like, oh, I need to find some info. But
also the person that got divorced, Bobby Sheffield, I was like, I feel like I know that name. I feel like I've heard that name before. And I'm looking, and like he created In Living Color and he created Roundhouse, which kind of made sense. Roundhouse was like In Living Color for Nickelodeon. This is why I know him. In 2017, Sheffield sued Disney for breach of contract over a musical sitcom called Rock and Roland that he pitched to them in 2001. Sheffield's pitch was about a junior high kid with a widowed parent who is a regular kid by day and a secret pop star by night. The lawsuit claims that Disney executives showed great interest and requested as much material as possible, but then passed on the project and then switched the genders of the main character and sold it as Hannah Montana.
Stop it. This is so wild. The tangled webs we weave, Matthew. It's so, and like, this is a very prominent thing I've heard amongst Disney execs, is that they do this kind of stuff all the time, but like, fascinating that it came from all of this. Whoa.
So this song, When God Ran, by Hester here, going back to Hester, was one of the longest running #1 songs in contemporary Christian music history. It was #1 for 13 weeks and was the third most successful song in the history of Word Records. I don't know much about that. But in 1978, his debut album influenced the beginning of the CCM scene as the musical landscape shifted with the end of the Jesus music era and the birth of the industry known as contemporary Christian music. So this guy who also just happened to create Roundhouse in the late 80s, early 90s, prior to that in the 70s and early 80s, like kind of is one of the godfathers of CCM music.
Yeah.
So and random.
Transition CCM into the more like marketable lyric music.
That's the weirdest shit that I did not expect to find out while talking about a band who doesn't even have hyperlinks to their albums on Wiki.
Oh man. Yeah, and even on like Music Genius, it was like half the album was on there, and I had to go to a Christian lyrics.
Oh, probably like a Jesus Freak Hideout website or some shit like that. Yeah.
To find the full lyrics of the album. Yeah.
All right, well, let's dive into About My Love. Oh, yeah.
This is when the whole album changes.
This is I forgot about this song. This opening rules.
Yeah.
This is like the shift. We've had like 2 sad, sappy songs, and now it's like, oh yeah, we're a rock band again. We forgot about that for a while.
I do have one note, and it's just like the face with just the straight line. Once it comes to like the lyrics, like him singing, I'm like, okay.
Listen, we can't dive into every song lyric there, Katie.
We can't.
But hey,
like,
you know what?
This is when they start to change up the energy, and it's like, oh, you guys are really trying to be marketable, not just in the Christian realm.
100%. We're getting so close to the song that I genuinely, for like $1 billion, I would be like, that song could have been a top 40 hit easily. We're not there just yet, but we're getting there.
Okay.
This is not that song, though. The song's fine. It never lives up to how awesome its intro is, though.
I agree. I full-heartedly agree with that.
Now, I want to hear... Now I'm very excited to listen to Slow Suicide, which is the next track, because this is the one that you're saying gives you Soundgarden vibes, so I'm curious to see how I feel.
Yeah.
I can hear the grunginess in the guitar. I mean, the trumpet is like this hearing trumpet.
Yeah.
But, that bass line, you're not wrong. There is like a... Yeah, this is a very like post-grunge vibe. This is like Bush. I would say this is Bush more than
it's very Soundgarden. Yeah. I was like, ooh, we're going dark now.
I mean, they have the word suicide in the title.
They do. Okay,
and it's not a fast one.
It's not. It's not a very fast one. But I do love that they like put a little bit of stank on their vocals.
Yeah, they did. There's a little bit of like so I don't remember. I don't know if you've listened to the episode or if you've seen the video on Geekscape TV. Go subscribe on YouTube of me making Scott and Kyle listen to the musical that I wrote in 8th grade about werewolves. But they're doing the same vocal effect that I do on one of the songs where I need it to sound real punk and aggressive. I definitely put on that
yeah, because you have to know that there's as much like experience in gravel in your own vocal cords as there is in the lyrics.
And I was 12 at that time. These guys had to have at least been in their 20s. So it's a trick that lasts for an eternity, honestly. Yeah, this song's not bad, though. I can see this being like the moment where it flips. You're like, oh, you know what? This isn't the worst thing we've ever listened to for this podcast.
Well, and
we did just put out the Rappin' Rabbit episode.
Oh, jeez. Oh, Rappin' Rabbit. Oh, lordy. So I like these lyrics. There's hunger, there is violence. People butchered for their beliefs. Someone else's tears don't move you. Your silence is slow suicide. And I was like, whoa, this is pretty hardcore for these guys, considering like we had
Innocence and Wait back to back.
Yeah, and then When God Ran, like okay, we're getting a little bit more. I feel like in like actual feels, like they're actually using their art to like express some stuff. Which is
I can't believe that I've skipped over that song so much because that's a pretty solid track. I must say, and you're getting a little bit more with that one, I think.
Yeah.
All right, so let's dive into 1 Year. More of that, man. They're really riding that trumpet on this record.
And you know what? I start to really enjoy the trumpet after Slow Suicide.
It's a nice little touch because it's like this is definitely not ska. You know what I mean? It's not ska. It's just rock music that happens to use these trumpets to like add emotion to it. I mean, listen, if you got a guy who can play trumpet in your band, why not utilize it?
Agreed.
Ooh, that bass line is a little sick too on this one. I do not hate this.
I was like, did they pitch this to Scrubs? Because this feels...
Oh my god, yeah, this is like JD's voice is narrating what he learned that day while this is playing underneath.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah. No, I didn't think about that, but you are absolutely right. Yeah, this is... Ooh, you hear that chorus real quick.
And then...
Oh yeah, this is all right.
It's pretty good. Like this is where I was like, okay, they can get into mainstream with this song alone.
They can get into this, but we were finally here though, Katie. The one that I always thought this could be a top 40 adult contemporary hit.
Touch.
Like this is so good. The chorus in this one, the like, I need a touch from your hand, I need the forgiveness deep down. How long? Like, this is you could sell this as like a take me back breakup song very 100%. Easily. Yeah,
100%. I mean, this cancer kills the soul in my. I need you to heal me again. Like, it's pretty great lyrically. It's got a really great intro. You know, it's very like.
This is the one that this was my favorite song on the record, even like from the beginning, where I was like, "This, why not more of this?" Like
this is very much their Matchbox 20, like.
Oh,
you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This is 1998. Matchbox 20 is blowing up in '97. Yeah. Like 100%. Touch from your hand. Hell yeah.
and yeah, it's not bad. Like I was like, oh, I could totally have rocked out to this.
And this is like, there's like a handful of songs. A lot of these like CCM bands specifically had those songs. Big Tent Revival, I remember specifically, had a song called Here With Me on their second or third album that like barely mentions God, but every time I heard, I'm like, this song should be massive.
Yeah.
7 Day Jesus, like their last album has like 3 songs on it that I'm like, if their name wasn't 7 Day Jesus, these 3 songs could have been like easy, huge adult contemporary hits in the 90s.
Yeah.
But I don't remember much of how this album ends, though. So I'm very excited. There's a lot of songs called Rat Race. There's also a great comedy called Rat Race. So let me see if I like this Rat Race as much as those Rat Races. All right. I'm surprised there's not a trumpet right now on it.
There we go.
Man, once you get past the sappiness of like specifically Wait and God Ran, or When God Ran, this is,
it goes a little bit harder, and it's a nice transition out of like some of the sappier, denser Christian-y songs.
I almost wonder if it would have been better off. I mean, we still have to hear what the last 2 tracks are for me.
Yeah.
But like, maybe putting one of those songs at the very end. Wait as like your closer or something like that. Like
maybe Tonight, their very last song, Tonight, feels like it was intended to be their closer. So I'll just put that out there before we get to it. But
all right.
I will say the one thing about the song is that he says the lyric "killing those years," and it, for some reason, does not sound like he's saying "killing those years." It sounds like something different. And I was like, what did he say?
Oh, I just figured out what I'm like, what rhymes with years?
But it's not even...
That's my innocence. That's the innocence of me that needs to be protected.
Don't worry, my innocence is completely blown.
I was like, fears? Deers?
No, it's not even that it rhymes. It, for some reason, the way he says it, and I don't know if we'll get to it, but like he says it so quickly, it does not sound like that. I had to like pause and be like, wait, what the hell did he just say? And
I've not with this album, but there's definitely been albums in my life where I'm like, they didn't say that. And I had to like back it up and be like, okay, that's clearly not what they're saying. Why did no one go, we should do another take of that line?
Yeah, I know. I was like, oh, that's where the like not using your nasal cavity while you're singing is really useful to just you know, like really ears, you know.
All right. Well, this second to last song, Endless Summer Days. I love a good endless summer day. Hopefully this makes me feel like it's summertime with my friends back in the day. Ooh, yeah, it does.
It's got a little Ray LaMontagne stank on this, like blues guitar.
I mean, the dude's clearly a solid guitarist.
I was lying alone in the dream in my head.
Ooh.
See what I mean by like Ray LaMontagne stank?
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah, I don't hate this at all. Yeah, this does make you want to do the stank face while you're listening to it. This is good shit.
Yeah, just bite that bottom lip and just...
Oh, yeah. All right. All right, well, let me hear... We'll close... This is... You know what? I'm going to say that this is more good than bad so far.
There's a lot of very prominent cringy moments in this album, but it takes a turn halfway through the album.
All right. Well, let's see how it closes. You're saying Tonight feels like it was built to be a closer. Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Nope, already.
That downbeat.
Once that piano comes in, you know the album's over. All right. I'm assuming it never picks up into something chaotic.
Not that I remembered.
When sitting by a fire, give
fine. This again, One Tree Hill, very like Gavin DeGraw, like Chariot vibes.
It's like this is perfect for the middle school dance. Like,
at the Christian college, you got a slow dance. Yeah. Oh, this is beautiful. Yeah. I'm into this. This is all right, Katie. We haven't officially launched it at the time that we're recording this, but my goal is that we'll have a Patreon up and running by the time this episode comes out. And obviously, because it's not created at the time that we're recording, I can't specifically tell you where to go, but I can say that there'll be a link in the show notes. But one of the things that I want to start doing when we cover albums is a video for the Patreon exclusively of us watching some of the music videos released to promote this. And I just have to tell you that I just now pulled up the music video for Revolution for us to watch. And the HD version was uploaded 4 years ago. No views. It will be the first view for this music video in HD. I'm so excited.
Oh no. We should not be the first, but okay.
I think we will be.
Okay.
You're listening to the Geekscape Network.